Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Farishahani Zada. So in this video, I will explain more about what is the definition of organizational safety and health, or known as OSH. As an introduction, organizational safety and health, OSH, defined as an interdisciplinary activity concerned with the prevention of occupational risks, which inherent to each work activity at the workplace basically. It is the promotion and maintenance of the highest degree of physical, mental, and social well-being of the worker in the occupational in every sector. Furthermore, definition of OSH management is a system that comprises of a set of interrelated or interacting elements to establish OSH policy and objective to achieve those objectives. Next, I will talk about the main objective of occupational safety and health, OSHA. Basically, it is to manage occupational safety, health, and welfare matters of workers at workplace and environment. So, in order to perfect life and well-being of the worker in organization through risk, danger arising from the work activity, and to prevent accident at workplace. Before explaining further about OSHA, do you know that there are actually an increasing number of accidents that occur in every sector because there are a few organizations that are taking organizational safety and health OSHA Act very lightly. So around 12.8% per 100,000 workers that are facing the incident at the workplace. So moving on to the key term in organization safety and health, OSHA, there are actually a few that we should know, which is safety, security, hazard, risk, injury, and also ergonomic. So basically, safety defined as a free or absent situation, condition, outcome from danger. It is a condition or a method, or we can call it a technique, in which the physical well-being of the people is being protected. Number 2 is security. It is cover multiple aspects from the protection of the employer, the organization from the threat, danger, harm, and equipment from the authorized access and use or the potential damage or loss. So basically, avoidance of the workplace violence and preparedness for emergency situation or crisis. Number 3 is hazard. Hazard is basically anything that has the potential to cause harms or damage. Basically, harm will vary in severity. Some may cause like a fatal death, some may lead to serious illness or disability, while other will in fact minor cut or bruise. So next, risk. Basically, risk is known as a chance or probability of harm or threat is likely to occur. The combination of the likelihood of the consequences of the specific hazardous event occurring. Second last key term that we could learn from OSHA is injury. It is infliction or resulting effect onto a human body resulting from an incident that occur in the workplace, such as construction site, factory, or etc. It's either like a fatal, non-fatal, or minor injury. So the last one is ergonomic. So ergonomic defined as the science of the motion of worker at the workplace, and it is relation to the design and condition of the workplace. So next, do you know why we should learn about occupational safety and health? So the reason is for us to prevent it or minimize or control any accident from happening at the workplace. This is some of the examples that show how accidents happen at the workplace. So next, I'm going to explain more about the effective way to apply OSHA in organization and for us to confirm that it is very effective to prevent from the accident, which is culture and management at the workplace. Second, proper planning. Third, strong leadership. Fourth, good organizing, and last one is participation from all the staff. Next, I will explain further regarding the importance of OSHA management and system in any organization. So there are six actually. So the first one is to establish a safe and conducive working place. Second one is to ensure risks and hazards are minimized and controlled at the workplace. Third is to maintain high work morale and harmony and decrease staff turnover. So the fourth one is to reduce medical costs of injuries, is medical treatment and hospitalization costs. Number 5 is to ensure the minimal property and equipment damage and losses. And the last one is to minimize or avoid fever line stoppage or production delay so as to produce higher input as well as a better quality product and service. As for extra knowledge, do you know that the Malaysian OSHA Act 1994, Act 514, was enacted by Duli Yang Maha Mulia Seri Paduka Baginda Yang di-Pertuan Agong on 24th February 1994. This act served to provide for the control of factories with respect to matter relating to the safety, health, and also welfare of the person involved, the registration and inspection of machinery and matters connected with it, in order to assure that everything is safe to use and. So next, there are a few processes of OSHA management, which is planning, leading, directing, organizing, coordination, and measuring, and lastly is review, action, and control. So I will explain more about this. So planning is to prepare OSHA documentation and procedure and establishing the environmental policy, objective, and target. While leading and directing is to direct and demonstrate a good work practice, developing safe work culture, adhering to OSHA rules and regulation, and also emphasize on good work value. As for organizing, it is to organize OSHA program through structured organizational chart with defined responsibility in executing OSHA policy and achieving the OSHA objective and target. As for coordination, it is used to coordinate OSHA program and activity training, communication, compliance, inspection, and implementation of the OSHA management system, and the environmental management system. And the last one is review, action, and control. So basically, control, it is used when accident prevention and investigation, fire prevention, monitoring the outbreak of the contractual health hazard, occupational disease, and control of outbreak hazard that's from spread even more. Moving on, I will explain more about types and also causes of the accident. The first one is overexertion. So basically, it is like employee that work beyond their physical limit because maybe they will be in a form of tiredness or loss in mind, concentration, sleepiness, and loss of focus. Example, like for a lorry or bus driver that drive over their limit. Then the second one is impact and collision. So being struck by a falling object, brick or wood plank, moving object, mechanism, and vehicle. For example, like a road accident, car collision, and hitting or ram into trees. Falls. So basically, this is the most like majority that happen because it is mainly from higher altitude or working at high, such as building, ladders, and staircase. Commonly in high-risk industry or occupation such as construction, shipbuilding, cleaning, or tall building like that. So next one is poisoning. Number 4 is poisoning. So this kind of work accident actually happen like for a biological structure sector like that. So work accident at the workplace or an event that may affect the health of the general public may be caused by solid and liquid that may result in death from indigestion of drug, medicine, solid, liquid poison, mushroom, jellyfish, or may be caused by toxic gases and vapor. So for example, like a leak of gas and a release of toxic poisonous pollutant and such as and etc. So the next one is drowning. So for this type of accident may include a natural disaster such as drowning in a sea, river, unused mining pool, swimming pool at a resort, and work disasters such as diver, army, marine force, fishermen, and fishing vessel. The next type of accident that will scare a lot of people is fire. So fire accidents have used many serious injuries and fatal death resulting from burn, toxic, smoke inhalation, explosion, excessive heat, or being trapped in a fire. And the next one is extreme heat and temperature. So it related to the job that are exposed to an extreme temperature that create heat stress, which is like heat stroke and heat burn and exhaustion or dehydration. The next point is exposure to radiation or radiation. It is caused due to the sudden exposure or release of excessive radiation or damaging rays to the human health. It is exposure to radiation are obvious in a hospital like imaging or X-ray department, nuclear plant, nuclear laboratories, which is use radiant rays and light is operation and process. It may lead to the mutation and deformed fetus in a womb and health deterioration. Second last type of accident that usually happen in the workplace is medical complication. So it may occur in hospital and even a workplace due to the medical complication and error. For example, like a wrong diagnosis, inaccurate or complicated operation, wrong medication, mix-up of patient, operational problem, and etc. Last one is chemical and chemical reaction. So this accident is surely going to give like a huge, massive impact to the employee because accident can occur due to the chemical handling, delivering, transporting, and using, mixing, and use of chemical. Injury from this type of incident from chemical splash and burn, chemical reaction, inhalation of fumes and toxic, and etc. So next, I'm going to talk about there are actually like a few theories of accident according to the Peterson incident theory, the epidemiological theory of accident, and the system theory of accident. From all this theory, we could see that the importance of implementation of Organization Safety and Health Act in any sector is very important in order to secure the employee and the organization health and like human right itself. Besides that, there's also a domino theory. So according to the hearings, an accident is one factor in a sequence that may lead to an injury. The factor can be visualized as a series of dominoes standing on the edge like when that may lead to something else. Listed in the slide is a guidance for every corporation and organization in Malaysia about Occupational Safety and Health Act, which is called OSHA. They are free to seek for guidance and information about OSHA using this channel, such as like Siri Malaysia, Local Town Council, Construction Industry Development Board, and also known as CIDB, and etc. How to investigate if an accident occur in organization. The first one, we need to isolate the accident scene. Second, record all the evidence. Third, photograph or videotape the scene. Fourth, identify witness and interview witness. So, why our accidents are not reported? So, there are 5 reasons. The first one is repercussion or fear of discipline. Second one is concern about safety record. The third one is concern about reputation and image. The fourth one, fear of medical treatment and medical personnel. And the last one is to avoid work interruption. In conclusion, occupational safety and health is a very important thing in organization in order to prevent from any type of incident to happen. And every organization, they should implement this OSHA Act in the company for the employee and safety right.